Hey everybody, it's Matt from Royal Caribbean Blog, and today we're talking about something a lot of first-time cruisers tend to get really worried about, and that's how to not get seasick on a cruise. Seasickness is hardly fatal, but with symptoms such as nausea, stomach cramps, and vomiting, it's certainly not fun, and if you have a propensity for motion sickness or just concern that you might develop some symptoms, we have some easy strategies to keep you feeling great on board. Before you worry too much about it, you should know that cruise ships are massive vessels that employ a great deal of technology and bulk to keep your ship stable at all times. The reality is, you're very unlikely to get seasick, but it does happen from time to time. In the unlikely scenario you do get seasick, here are some ways to combat the symptoms. Let's start off with some drug remedies. There are a few drugs that work quite well, including Dramamine, meclizine, which is commonly known as Bonine, diphenhydramine, commonly known as Benadryl, and at least one of these will be sold on board and or available from the ship's medical bay. A widely recommended remedy is Ransdermskop, a scopolamine patch applied behind the ear at least 8 hours before exposure with effectiveness for up to 3 days. It's only available by prescription, but the scop is preventative, not a treatment, and can cause possible side effects such as dry mouth, blurry vision, drowsiness, and dizziness. Now, if you don't like to take drugs, there are plenty of other options available. Some swear by applying a C-band wristband, which is an acupuncture-inspired product that has a plastic bead that presses against the Ni-Quan pressure point located on the palm side of the wrist. C-bands are great for curbing nausea and vomiting without any side effects, and it comes in both adult and children's sizes and can even be used by pregnant women. C-bands are available without a prescription at major drugstores or on websites like Amazon.com. In addition, ginger has been shown to be a great treatment for motion sickness. The root can be taken in various forms, including powder, tea, pills, and candy. In addition to these remedies, there are also some really good tips for trying to avoid getting seasick. Number one, try to spend as much time as possible out on deck, using the horizon as a point to maintain your equilibrium. Basically, just stare at the horizon for a while. It helps keep your body's equilibrium in check. Also, if you're really concerned about it, try booking a outside cabin towards the middle of the ship. That's the ship's natural balance point, and it helps get a little more steadier, especially if you're trying to sleep or trying to have the least amount of sensation of motion. It's also not a bad idea, if you're worried about getting seasick, to maybe take some more port-intensive cruises where you have fewer sea days and less time out in the open ocean. Another wise option is to pick a larger ship. Going on an Oasis-class ship or a Quantum-class ship or even a Freedom-class ship, the bigger the ship, the harder it is for the ocean to push the ship around, and thus you're going to have less of a sensation. Well, there you have it. Some easy tips and strategies for avoiding getting seasick on your next cruise. Let us know in the comments what you've done in the past to combat seasickness, and if you have questions, we'll do our best to answer them too. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you get notified of all our new stuff, including our live streams every Friday. This is Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll talk again soon.